Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Sorry about the look. It was hair washing day. Sorry about that. Um anyway, so today I wanted to talk about, you know, mental health. But I do kind of want to put something out there real quick. This what I'm doing has nothing to do with diamond paint. This is all about mental health, so I don't want nobody to get it twisted that this is mental health. And I've been doing this, me and my best friend Sherry out there in Canada, we started this together last year, you know, and we had talked about it. And she was like, Lisa, if you want to take the reins with the mental health, go for it, because her plate is full now anyway. So I took the helm for the mental health. And we're still going to do our collab. We start our collab in May. This is our second year doing it, so this does not have anything to do with the diamond paint. Of course, I will diamond paint while I talk about this. I just not doing it right now. I promise you, we will do a mental health weapon chat. Uh, and with that being said, you know, I'm kind of struggling a little bit. I really am. And when I say I'm kind of struggling a little bit, I'm kind of struggling with the equine therapy. I went once. It's a 9-week program. I went once and I enjoyed it, but it's a struggle for me and I don't know why. You know, I missed out the last couple of weeks. So, well, I was supposed to go yesterday, but yesterday I really couldn't go because I had a 9 o'clock appointment to get a blood draw. You know, and it's a good thing that I didn't go either because it was a fasting blood draw. So I hadn't had anything to eat, so I probably would have been cranky anyway. You know, so Wednesday I couldn't have done it anyway because I had to go for a blood draw. But kind of struggling with that a little bit, and I have to figure out why that is, you know, and I will put my finger on it. I guess part of it is that I don't like waking up before I have to. You know what I mean? When I was in the military, I did it all the time so much that that was like second nature, you know. But let's face it, I've been out of the military since '93. So I kind of fell by the wayside a little bit. You know, people depression it's real because I do suffer from depression as well as you know PTSD. I suffer from depression as well, and sometimes it gets a little hard, you know. But now I'm doing something that I've never really done before. Is that I'll get up about 7, somewhere between 7:30 ish. I'll get up, I'll take a bath, clean up, go downstairs, have breakfast. Usually by 9 o'clock, I'm back in the bed, and I usually sleep till about 10:30, 11, and then I'm up for the day. you know. But I also think too, because I have a problem sleeping at night. So a lot of times I'll wake up in the middle of the night, you know. So I do suffer from insomnia, you know. I really I suffer from insomnia. I'm on medication for that. You know, and and thinking about my health issues that's starting to crop up now. I mean, come on, I'll be 57 in July, and I know it's still pretty young, but this is right about the time where ailments start to crop up, you know. And so, I'm kind of dealing with that, because I don't know which way the pendulum is going to swing, you know. If y'all didn't know, last month I was sitting at my dining room table. I was diamond painting, and I felt like I was lightheaded. I was very lightheaded. And then, like a few minutes, about 5 minutes after that, I went to the bathroom and realized that my stool was black. So I contacted my primary care, and they said, "Okay, well, we need you to go through the ER." You know, but she said because you could be having bleeding somewhere. So I did, and then I followed up with my doctor like a couple of days later after that, and it came to my attention that in 2018, when they did some when they were examining for something else, they spotted something then, and I was supposed to have a colonoscopy back then, but nobody did anything. Fell through the cracks. So I thought it was going to be the same. I said, here we go again, you know, because when I saw my doctor, it was like the beginning of March. Y'all just called me yesterday morning, or no, not yesterday morning, day before yesterday in the morning, that I have to go in on April 20th. Yes, I said it, 420. I know what that day it is, you know, for my colonoscopy, you know. And so with that going on, it's a struggle on me, you know, and it does take a toll on my mental health because I get depressed because I don't know what the hell's going on, you know. And if it is the worst thing possible, which would be cancer, it's like I know a lot of people will tell me to sue because it's been there since 2018, and it was colonoscopy was supposed to be done back then, and it never happened. You know, so that would be on them. But I'm I'm really not the suing type. I had to sue one person one time, and that was the American Express people. You know, because at one point I had a Capital One's card, and I was trying to pay a bill you on my from my American Express. I was trying to pay a bill on my Capital One and realized I couldn't do it that way. But American Express never returned my money. And it took me a few months because we're talking over $400, and I'm like, wait a minute. A few months go by. I said, wait a minute. They never returned that money. So I called American Express, And I told them, I said, I told them the situation that I tried to pay a bill a couple months back using my American Express, but it was returned back to American Express by Capital One, right? But y'all never put it back in my account. So they were like, call Capital. I said, so I called Capital One, and Capital One said, ma'am, we returned that. We returned it right back to where it came from. We returned it back to American Express. So now I'm calling back American Express, and I'm telling them the situation. And they were like, well, you have to. I said, no, 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 no. See, this is what we're not going to do because I already spoke to Capital One. I just got off the phone, as a matter of fact, with Capital One about 5 minutes ago. And they told me they returned it. So my question is to you, where is the money? Because you damn sure didn't put it back in my account. Okay. They said they were going to investigate and look at it. Okay. So I let about a month or two slide. And I called American Express back. I said, told them the situation. I said, they said, wait, they never responded to you? They never got back to you? I said, look, if they'd have gotten back to me, I wouldn't be on this conversation right now. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. He was like, oh, they closed that. I said, and where's my money? They closed it. Okay, so basically, what you did was when Capital One returned the money back, you pocketed it. You didn't put it back in my account. So, which means you're a thief, and I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue you. His attitude was do what you got to do. Yeah, okay, well, imagine their surprise a month later when they got the paperwork that you were being sued by me for the money that you never put back in my account. And I circled on my back bank statement the date that it was supposed to be returned, and as you can see, nothing was returned. Yeah, well, they lost that case, you know. But anyway, it's and then with everything going on in the world today, it's like, that doesn't help. That doesn't help the mental status, you know, because I look what's going over there in Russia and the Ukraine, and I'm like, you know, it's like it's one thing right after the other, right? We had Trump, we had the pandemic, now we had this. I guess they say things happen in threes. Well, there goes our three, you know, and and it's depressing. It is so depressing, you know. Everything has gone up. Inflation has jumped up increasingly. Gas is exponentially expensive, you know? So it's like, it's a lot. Is a lot to take in, even for a human. It's a lot to take in, you know? But I think I'm deviated. I'm just talking about, my mental health. And whew, I had, you know, I can tell my dreams. Okay? I can tell when I'm having a dream, or I can have a dream where I know God is telling me something. It's hard to explain. It's like a different feel to it, and I had dreamt the other morning, well, the other night, that my oldest sister was dying and that I had an issue with my middle sister, and I'm screaming, I don't give a damn. She is still our sister. She is still our blood. Whatever the fuck she did or did not do, at the end of the day, she is still our blood, you know? And she really didn't want to hear it. And it broke me down. Now, mind you, I haven't spoke to my older sister in many, 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 many years. You know, every now and again, I talk to my nephew, her older son. You know, I haven't heard from him in a few years. You know, but um, and it was like that dream. The guy was trying to tell me something, and it's like, what is it you're saying to me at this point? Because I know a lot of times my dreams don't necessarily mean that it's about that dream. It could be about anything. But my thing is, what is it that you're saying? You know, are you saying somebody's going to die, or are you telling me something else? What actually is it that you're trying to tell me? You know, because people think I'm crazy because I tell people, I said, listen, I said, God knows when to talk to me, and He talks to me when I'm asleep because that's the time that I'm hearing you. Because during the day like this, I can hear you, you know. But when I'm asleep and I'm calm, then I can hear you. And I don't know, and that's playing a role on my mental health too, because I don't know what it is that God is trying to tell me with that, you know. And that's a dream that I can't shake. I've had two like that within the last year, because one I had, I dreamt that the mountain in Washington State had finally erupted, and I had my sissy back there. So I called her, and I said, listen, I listened to, I just be careful and keep your eye out on her. Now I'm not exactly sure if what he was trying to tell me was that, or was he trying to tell me something else in that form, but I can't shake that dream either. And that does wreak havoc on my mental health because now I'm sitting stressing, trying to figure it out. What is it you're saying? Because you're telling me something that I know for a fact, but what is it you're saying? You know? So it's like, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to stress on it too much. And maybe if I don't stress on it too much, maybe then the dream will come clearer so I can understand what you're saying, but you are telling me something because these dreams, I'm not shaking. It's not like a normal dream where I have a bad dream or a weird dream or anything else. I get up and shake it off and just scratch my head, going, "What the hell was that?" And then I can blow it off. These two dreams are really stuck, and I don't know exactly what it is you're trying to say here. You know, like I said, I haven't spoken to my older sister in forever. And that play that plays on my psyche too as well. Because I'm like, how could you be so damn evil? You know, Granted, I haven't spoke to her in years. She's still my sister. She's still my blood, and I still love her. You know, hmm. I'm gonna have to let that one play out. But you know, because like I said, a lot of times, like, because I suffer from PTSD from my sexual assault and my rape. So a lot of times when I have nightmares, it doesn't normally come out the way the incident was. It comes out in another way, and I have the foresight to know that those two, every time I have a dream about lava, snakes, I know it has to do with the assault, because I could feel the fear and trying to run away, so, and I'm not trying to run away. I'm trying to deal with it head on, and finally get as much normalcy to my life as possible so that I can actually, you know, meet a Mr. Right and have a nice life as I step into the second half of my life, my golden years. So don't know, people. I don't know. So my dreams don't come out. It doesn't come out like that though. And I think it does it that way because I think my brain is trying to protect me from having to relive that in that kind of form. I think that like I said, my brain is trying to protect me. Like it'll give me a dream related to it, but it I won't dream about the incident itself. And I think that's just the way my brain protected me, keeping me from dreaming dreaming that, you know. I don't know, peoples. So and then like I tell people, and I'm gonna have to start doing it too as well, keeping a journal. That way when I have nightmares and stuff, when I get up, I can just write it down. I said, but let's face it, when I wake up, I ain't trying to write down nothing. I'm trying to go to the bathroom. I'm trying to go downstairs, have me some breakfast, take me a bath so I can hurry up and get back in my bed and take my mid morning nap. For real. So I mean, it's like how many of y'all feel like, you know, whatever the situation is that you're going through, you kind of feel like it suffocates you a little bit because it becomes a little bit overwhelming, because I get like that sometimes. and it just feels like it's a little bit overwhelming, and I can't get that breath. But then I'm like, okay, see, that's where meditation comes in. I listen to a lot of ASMR, gentle whispers at night, so it kind of lulls me off, and then I do my diamond art because that keeps me up out of my head. I'm not dwelling on it, but I do know it's there, you know? So, um, I mean, we all go through things in life. We all go through everything, different things in life, and it all affects us differently. You know what I mean? But the thing that keeps irritating me is that when, you telling somebody a story, right, about what's happened to you, as far as trauma wise is concerned, and the first thing they ask you is how long did that happen? The difference doesn't make. You're like, well, what difference does it make how long it happened? It happened, and then you can see the ignorance behind it, because then the next word's like, you need to let that. You really need to let that go. It's like, man, look, have you ever had somebody rape you? Have you ever had somebody assault you? Because it don't sound like it. And if you haven't, please don't speak on it. 'Cause that's an insult. That is a total insult. You know, I'd rather you just listen and not say a word than to have you say something like that. Because I always know when I tell my story, somebody goes and the first question they ask after me is, how long has it been? I know the next words coming out their mouth, and it's like, no, see, no, nope, 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 nope. We ain't pulling that string, you know, because whether it happened yesterday or it happened 25 years ago, that's something that you will never completely get over because you have been violated in the most utmost way. And once you're violated, that's like crazy glue. That sticks. And it sticks with you for the rest of your life. But the thing is, it may stick with you for the rest of your life, but you need, like for me, I had to get the tools. And in order for me to get the tools to deal with certain situations that come up or certain triggers, I had to go through therapy. Okay. Am I going to deal with that for the rest of my life? Yes, I am going to deal with that for the rest of my life. Am I going to let it define me? Hell no. Am I a victim? Hell no. I'm a survivor. You know, I can't take back what happened. All I can do is deal with it, get the tools that I need. So if I get triggered, at least I have the tools I need to deal with it and move on. I have this saying, don't let your past become your present. You know, basically, that means it's okay to go back in your past to do whatever it is you have to do, but don't stay there. Do what you got to do and then bring it back to the present. Don't let your past be your present. Because a lot of times we go back to the past and we get stuck back there, you know? And that's something I have to keep saying to myself because I have to go back to the past. So I have to keep saying to myself, don't let my past become my present. In other words, deal what you got to deal with back from back there, and then come back to the present. You know, and then too, you know, and I know I'm not, but sometimes I do feel alone. You know what I mean? And that plays on my mental health as well. Sometimes I do feel alone. You know, not often, but every now and again I get that way. You know, and I'm like, okay, you know, nobody likes to be alone, but I'm quiet for a reason. Maybe because I kicked up a lot of dust when I was in the military. I was doing some things, you know, and that's fine too. I think I might enjoy being quite a little too much now, you know, but I like I do have my moments being alone, you know, and that's where I wish my mom was still alive, you know, I wouldn't be so alone. I wouldn't feel so alone because I would have my mom, you know, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know, and I do have my friends online, I do have my sissy over there in Washington State, so you know, like I said, it is what it is. I deal with it, and I don't deal with it in a negative way. You know, the way that I'm used to is drinking and getting high. Mm-mm. I found another way to deal with it. I found a positive way to deal with it. I'm in art, painting, or just even arts and crafts in general. You know, talking to my friends. You know, I don't feel so alone anymore. You know, and I know I'm not alone. That much I know. I know that for a fact. You know, it's just that sometimes I wish that things wouldn't have turned out the way they did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful the way things turned out because I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I hadn't had to go down that road. But I wish it hadn't had to happen. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to go down a dark path to get the light, and that's the thing that I'm learning. You know, with therapy and everything. Sometimes you have to go through the dark to get to light. You have to remember there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. There's light at the end of the tunnel, girl. Mm, so, you know, I gotta go through it. I gotta go through that dark patch just to get to the light. Run to the light, Carolyn. Run to the light. Sorry, had to throw that in there. I've been on a crazy kick today, so you know, it is what it is. You know, you know, I wish I could have had kids, at least one. Okay, maybe I should have said kid, because kids usually is plural for more than one. Just one. I would have loved to have one kid. I love to be married and have a beautiful family. That necessarily might not be in the cards for me. You know, he got something else for me to do, and that's fine too. That is fine. Whichever way the wind flow. If you want me to go left, I'm gonna go left. If you want me to go right, I'm gonna go right. It is what it is. You know, and it's not to say that it can't happen because, like I said, I'll only be 57 in July. I'm getting ready to step into the golden age, and you know what? I'm stepping into the golden age like this. Yup, I got my Naomi Campbell walk. I'm be fierce, okay? Because one, I don't look like I'll be in my 60s. Two, I'm not gonna act like I'm in my 60s. Okay, I can't I can't even speak on my body though. My body is like you know my body might say, okay, you might be thinking you are that, but I got something else in mind for you. You know, but that bothered me too a lot. Play with my mental health. The fact that you know I'm 57. I'll be 57. 3 more years, I'll be 60. Damn, that sounds hard to say that. You know, because I look at myself and I'm like, I don't see 60. I don't see 60. Okay, maybe here I see 60, but I don't see 60. I look at myself, I do not see 60. I do not. I can't even imagine it, but like I said, I got my Naomi Campbell walk. We get ready to roll up in the 60s. Hey, you know? And so listen, I wanted to say something else because I want to do, me and Sherry, we kind of talked about it yesterday. Uh, thank you for throwing me under the bus, sis. That's not during your life. Why you throw me under the bus like that? Damn, that was a semi too, right over my ass. You fired. No kidding. Okay. Sherry, no, I love her. Oh damn. I'm sorry. I just imagine what if I was Kim Kardashian with that fake ass and I got ran over by a semi? That motherfucker would explode. Okay, okay. Oh God. Sherry, stop throwing people under the bus. I can't afford my ass to explode. Okay, anyway, so okay, one thing. Okay, I got this first of all, I got this Band-Aid waist trainer. Okay. And if you don't know what a Band-Aid waist trainer is, it's a waist trainer that you have to actually wrap around you. So I got that and I've been doing that. Well, when you look at the videos, they make it seem very easy to put that on. Nope. No, it is not. So the other morning I was putting it on and because it's elastic, so it slipped out of my hand and smacked me in the ass. And I was like, ow! You done took liberties with me. I don't know if I like that. You done smack me in the ass. I do not know if I like you taking that kind of liberty with me. We don't know each other that well. You know, my waist trainer. But anyway, I deviated. So this is the thing that I'm thinking about. Maybe in the next couple of years, I would like to do a sponsor an event like here in New York in the city, and it will be not just diamond painting, it'll be arts and crafts. So it's like whatever you want to bring with you, whatever you want to do, that's fine. But somewhere in there, I would like to do a mental health walk because we ain't running nowhere. I am not doing that. The titties be to knock my ass out. I'd like to do like a walk in Central Park, you know, and get a donation going to um a rehab center like I know Samaritan Village. You know, there I've been to the rehab center, but I want to go. I have to look at what mental health facilities. I have to do my. I'm going to be doing research to find out what mental health facilities that's close by me, and see if we can get it going and raise and do like a charity event for the mental health. Like I said, maybe doing a walk through Central Park for um for mental health. Probably do it. Well, May is mental health month, so you know I would say within the next 2 years, I would like to have this start the ball rolling. I have to do some research. I have to do some things, and try to get it going. I want to do a LLC so I can make this a little bit. I can't even talk. A legit business. I got cups made. I need t-shirts made. I just need to create a website. Put everything that I've made so far on a website. I want to do some shadow boxes. I want to be different things, different like shadow boxes, shirts, cups, hats. You know, and like I said, the event would be for mental health. Now I said May, but I might actually do that. I may do that the weekend of July 4th because those of y'all who've never been to New York, y'all get to see a New York firework. They awesome, you know. So you know, we'll see. I got it. I'm gonna start doing research on that. I'm gonna start tonight, but then because I want to have this rolling, I'm gonna say within the next 2 years. By the end of next year, I want to be on the path. So when 2024 roll around, let's get it going. Let's get crack a lacking. You know. And on that note, y'all, I'm gonna bid you adieu. I got some work ahead of me. You know. And then me and Sherry gonna do our collab in May. Our mental health collab 2 years running. This is going to be our second year. And I'm still going to be uploading videos and stuff like that, you know, and we still going to be talking about it. I mean, if somebody wants to do like a live with me talking about mental health, outside of Sherry, I said, please just hit me up. I just did one with my sissy, you know. We just did a collab about a month or two ago talking about mental health. My door is always open. And on that note, this is Lisa signing out. Out.